stretching far beyond the haze. Sun sinks slow like it's counting down the days. Shadows creep where the golden light used to play. Fading horizons, stealing the hope away. A cracked leather seat, a wheel and trembling hands. Echoes of a voice whispering across the lands. The radio hums, but it's static mostly now. A map in tatters, lost the way somehow. Where do you go when the past won't let you be? A chain so heavy drags you to your knees. The wind it howls like it's calling out your name. Fading horizons never look the same. A motel sign flickers red in the night. The parking lot is empty, not a soul in sight. A letter in a drawer, ink faded and torn. Words of love forgotten, cold and forlorn. The steady drums roll like a heart beating fast. Vintage guitars scream like ghosts of the past. Analog warmth wraps around the tale. A voice breaking through the stormy gale. Stretches like a vein in the earth, a lifeline to nowhere, a journey without worth. Eyes on the rear view mirrors full of regret. Every mile a memory I wish I could forget. Stretching far beyond the haze. Sun sinks slow like it's counting down the days. Shadows creep where the golden light used to play. Fading horizons, stealing the hope away. A cracked leather seat, a wheel and trembling hands. Echoes of a voice whispering across the lands. The radio hums, but it's static mostly now. Lost the way somehow. Where do you go when the past won't let you be? A chain so heavy drags you to your knees. The wind it howls like it's calling out your name. Fading horizons sign flickers red in the night. The parking lot is empty, not a soul in sight. A letter in a drawer, ink faded and torn. Words of love forgotten, cold and forlorn. The steady drums roll like a heart beating fast. Vintage guitars scream like ghosts of the past. Analog warmth wraps around the tale, a voice breaking through the storm. if I'd make it back. Winds howl low through the canyon walls, echoed voices like ghostly calls. Each step heavier than the last, haunted by shadows of the past. Long road home, it's a heavy load, heartache buried deep in the cold. I'll keep walking though I'm alone, chasing the light where the wild winds moan. Stop by a town where the clocks don't tick, faces blurred, time moves too quick. Strangers' eyes pierce through my soul, every smile hides a tale untold. Lightning strikes on the mountain high, rain pours down from a blackened sky. Feel the weight of the earth below, still I'm driven by the need to go. Long road home, it's a heavy load, heartache buried deep in the cold. I'll keep walking though I'm alone, chasing the light where the wild winds moan. Wheels keep turning, blacktop fades, sunsets bleeding, skies ablaze. Dust kicks up like ghosts in flight, shadows chasing into night. Broken lines, they guide my way, lost in thoughts of yesterday. A suitcase heart and restless soul, chasing dreams that time can't hold. Shadows on the highway, calling my name. Memories whisper like a flickering flame. Road keeps winding, can't stay still, searching for something that may not be real. Motel signs like neon scars, empty diners, empty bars. Faces fade like smoke and steam, life ain't always what it seems. Rain falls heavy, blurs the glass, echoes of the things I passed. A voice inside keeps haunting me, saying freedom ain't always free. Shadows on the highway, calling my name. Memories whisper like a flickering flame. Road keeps winding, trail ahead. 1,000 words left unsaid. Night creeps in with a starless shroud. Memories scream, but there ain't no crowd. Whiskey bottle, the only friend. Promises broken, time won't mend. Tires on gravel, a fleeting sound. Ghosts of dreams buried in the ground. Her face lingers in the rearview glass. A fleeting future lost to the past. Whispered roads, they call my name. Echoes ride the wind just the same. Where the past meets the trail ahead. 1,000 words left unsaid. Dust on the dashboard, sun sinking low. A road that stretches where the lost souls go. Headlights cutting through the thick of the night. I chase a shadow, but it stays out of sight. Ghost towns whisper stories of their own. Brick and mortar crumbled, dreams long gone. A motel neon flickers through the haze. like a fight. The weight of the years like chains on my soul. A story unfinished, a half-written scroll. Every goodbye slips right through my hand. The moon watches over as I chase the night, but the answers I seek fade out of sight. Steel strings weep with the weight of my song. The rhythm of time keeps dragging me along. An old melody hums in the back of my mind, searching for peace I may never find. Winds of yesterday, they howl through my soul, carrying whispers of a love that won't grow old. But the road keeps winding, the stars won't stay, caught in the storm of the winds of yesterday. Through the window, crack whispers, tales of sin. Leaving home to find myself, don't know where I've been. Gas station lights flicker low, shadows stretch and lean. Rusty signs point everywhere to places I ain't seen. I asked the man behind the counter, what's this life about? He just shrugs and wipes his hands, says, figure it out. Pours my cup. Her eyes are tired, her hands are worn, but she still lifts me up. She says this town don't hold much life, but it's all I've ever known. I tip my hat and hit the road, still searching dark, burned through the nights, left 1,000 marks. Now I'm a flicker, but I still hold the flame, lighting the path back to where I came. Footsteps behind me, they fade into dust. The echoes of laughter, the ghosts of trust. The faces I've loved, the hands I've let go, they haunt me like the river The train rolls slow through the evening haze, rust on the rails like the end of days. A man with a suitcase waits in the dark, dreams in his eyes but fear in his heart. The wind hums low through the empty street, echoes of footsteps where shadows meet. A woman in red stands under the light, cigarette smoke curls into the night. Rust and rain falling down, every soul wears a heavy crown. Time moves fast but it feels so slow. Rust and rain, don't let go. The bar's neon sign flickers and fades, whiskey and regrets in the choices we've made. A stranger tells tales of a life he once knew, truth mixed with lies.